Hi, Craig Parry, Executive Chairman of Vizsla Copper. Well, we're very pleased to announce the acquisition of Universal Copper today, pursuant to a plan of arrangement that gives us the Poplar Copper Project in central British Columbia. It's a large porphyry deposit in a very large project area, 39,000 hectares of very prospective ground in British Columbia. The acquisition, as I say, right on strategy for us. It's a big parcel of land, 39,000 hectares. It gives us over another billion pounds of copper and over 500,000 ounces of gold that we put on the books. It's a great location just south of Houston on the way to the Huckleberry mine, which is owned by Imperial Copper. Tremendously prospective part of the Earth's crust. There's already a large resource base there at about just on that 0.5% copper equivalent grade, which we think will be very much economic in years to come as the copper price shoots up. I'm on record as saying that I think that copper will go to $20 a pound. It's behaving strongly in difficult times. Of course, we've seen challenges in the Chinese property market. We've seen global challenges, threats of recession, and yet the copper price still continues to hang in there at around $3.70 per pound, and we think it's going to head much higher by the back end of this year. The acquisition is right on strategy, as I say. It's putting our foot on pounds very, very cheaply. And what we're finding, I suppose, in the market today is that it's much cheaper to go out and buy pounds than it is to drill them right at the very moment. And this delivers that for our shareholders. It's a great company. You know, the project, the mineralisation outcrops. So we don't have to drill through too much overburden to hit the mineralisation. Indeed, the porphyry there outcrops. There's a lot of the past explorers there were successful in the sense that they made a discovery very early on with Poplar and could focus all of their work there. They did a huge amount of work, 45,000 metres of drilling, and spending in today's dollars of the order of $15+ million to drill out that deposit. And what that left, of course, was a number of other prospects that haven't been tested. So we're excited to get in and test those. I suppose we're seeing a little bit happen in the British Columbian copper space at the moment. Just to the north of us, there's a company called American Eagle that put out some drill results a few weeks ago, the highlight of which was 600 metres at 0.9% copper, including 300 metres at 1.2% copper equivalent. And so we know that there's high-grade porphyries within this district. I think we're a very good chance of discovering another porphyry copper deposit or two on the property package. As I say, it's a large porphyry copper property, a large property package, and already has proven endowment. It's right. Again, you know, as part of the strategy, we want to put our foot on projects that already have pounds in the ground or ounces of gold in the ground, and this certainly does. And we're acquiring it for the princely sum of about $2.3 million in shares in Vizsla Copper. So a very cheap deal for a hell of a lot of metal in a good jurisdiction. So we're excited about that. Watch this space. We'll continue to do more on that front. And as I say, you know, this project's had effectively over $15 million in today's dollars spent on the project. So we're getting a lot of metal for a serious discounted price. And I think the space remains rife for consolidation. And so we'll continue to look at other opportunities there. But in the meantime, the focus remains for us to keep testing those targets that we've got on the Woodjam property, expanding those zones of known mineralisation, particularly testing around the high-grade zones of mineralisation, the best hole of which, of course, was 110 metres at 2.6% copper equivalent on our Megabuck and Deerhorn project there, or deposit there. So we'll continue to focus on that. We'll continue to look at other acquisitions as we go. Watch out, you know, a lot of news flow coming up as we close this transaction. We're also working on an updated resource from the Woodjam project itself, and we'd expect that in probably the second quarter of this year. So plenty of good news flow, hopefully as we head into stronger copper markets in the not too distant future. The ticker again, VCU on the TSXV or VCUFF on the American exchanges. and the website there is vizslacopper.com. Please reach out to us if you've got any questions, but I'm thrilled with today's news and the acquisition of a huge amount of pounds of copper and a lot of gold for not much money. Thank you.